Hey everyone, it's Tracy here with Bright Sand Travel. I am located right now at Secrets Tides in Punta Cana, located in the Dominican Republic. I've been staying here for the last 3 nights. Been super busy touring other resorts as well, so I've been off property a lot, but I am super excited about this resort and I want to share it with you. This is the newest Secrets Resort in Punta Cana. There are 3 other Secrets resorts here. And if you don't know what Secrets is an adults only brand, all-inclusive resort. So it's for adults 18 and over. It doesn't have to be couples, but you do have to be 18 to stay at any Secrets brand resorts. So here in the Dominican Republic, there are 3. And like I said, this is the newest of the 3. It's called Secrets Tides. It opened in January of this year, January of 2024. And it is located on Uvero Alto Beach, which is north of the airport. And it's about, depending on, this resort's probably about 40-minute ride, 40-minute ride from the airport. So depending on what resort you're going to in this area, the ride from the airport would be approximately 35 to 45 minutes. So it's not bad. It's an easy ride. And like I said, this area is located north of Punta Cana. And the whole beach area is called Uvero Alto Beach. So it's a long stretch of beach, but it's not built up like Uvero beaches. So it's not resort after resort after resort. There's some areas that are undeveloped. So it's a really pretty area. It is on the Atlantic side. The water is a little darker and the sand is more of a golden color. So it's not like a bright white sand and that really blue water, but it's very pretty. So, and the ocean is swimmable. So we will probably not go all the way down to the ocean, but I'll take you down, right, so you can see the sand and you can see the water. So let's start out right now. We are in the lobby. Like I said, this is the newest Secrets property here in Punta Cana. Secrets Tides opened in January of this year. So I'm standing in the lobby where you would enter. And let me just switch you around here really quick so you can see. Okay, so this is where you'd come in. You would be greeted and given a cold towel and a glass of champagne, and then escorted over into one of the check-in areas. So depending on what room category you stay in here, there are 2 different options. You can stay in a regular room category, or you can stay in a preferred club room. So if you're in a preferred club room category, you have a few extra amenities. One being check-in in the preferred club. So I'm going to show you first just, the main front desk area. So if you're not in preferred club, you would be heading over here to check in. And as you can see, it's a total open lobby, nice breeze, hi there, and just a really pretty open concept. Here would be where you would check in. If you're not in a preferred club level room, you'd be escorted in there, again with your drink, your cold towel. And then, of course, straight out there is the ocean. It's a really pretty view. It's kind of hard to see, I'm sure, on here. But it's a great open view out to the pools and the ocean. And that's where the lobby bar is, right out in front of me, too. It's a really nice open concept. I'm going to take you into the preferred club now so you can see where you would check in if you were in preferred club. Hola, good morning. Look at everybody waiting for you guys. Oh my gosh, they're waiting for you to arrive. So you can check in there. The process is easy. You sit down, they do all the paperwork and explain the resort to you, and then you'll be escorted to your room by your butler, which is really nice. When you're in a preferred club room, you have a butler to take care of all your needs for you. So this is one of 3 preferred club lounges. This is the largest one. It's located up by the lobby. So, and it's right off of where the main lobby bar is too. So you can come in here and grab a drink. They have some little more premium options here. A couple that I noticed, they've got, Don Julio Blanco, Reposado. They had Buffalo Trace Bourbon, lots of beer options, Heineken, Coors Light, Modelo, Corona. What am I missing? Budweiser, Coors Light, and of course Presidente. So, and Stella. Okay, yeah, so lots of options. So, also there's always some little snacks over here. It changes depending on the time of the day. And then a great place to just kind of relax here. So again, this is where you would check in if you're in a preferred club room, and it's one of 3 lounges. The other 2 lounges are located up in the room buildings closer to the pools and beach. So that's nice too. So you can always pop in there for a drink with the premium alcohol as well. Thank you. So heading back out here now, we're out into the main lobby area. Hi Denise, I see you're watching. I hope you're getting excited for your trip here. You guys are gonna have a wonderful time. I'll be showing you kind of where your preferred club buildings are, so you kind of have an idea where you'll be staying. And the preferred club pool is beautiful. So let's venture out this way. This is the lobby bar rendezvous. In the evening, they have drink service, servers going around taking drink orders, of course the bartenders making drinks, and they have some live music in the evening that you can listen to before dinner. And then after dinner, after the shows, they also have live music in here. So this is a great place to congregate. And as you can see, then it was really close to the preferred club lounge if you want to pop in there to get a beverage as well, or from the lobby bar. All the alcohol here is nice. I mean, they just have a couple, more premium options in the preferred club and a few more like beer options, which is nice. So back here in the lobby area, there are 4 of the 6 a la carte restaurants that you would be going to for dinner. 2 of them of the a la cartes are located oceanfront. You also have the Coco Cafe, which is open 24 hours, where you can get coffees and little snacks, ice cream, things like that. So I didn't show you, but back this way, you'll find some shops. The spa's located back there. Here we have Portofino. This is the Italian restaurant, open just for dinner. So Portofino. All the restaurants here, the concept, this owner really liked having the indoor and outdoor concept. So all the restaurants will have outdoor seating as well, which is really nice. Now, this time of year, not quite as nice. It has been very hot and humid. We've had a lot of storms at night, and so the humidity is just crazy high. But as you can see here, we've got another restaurant. This is a new concept for Secrets. It's called Meraki, and it's a combination Mediterranean Asian. They have, let's just see if we can walk in. The decor is really nice too, so we'll see. We'll pop in here. All right. It's a little dark, but anyway, they have a couple of the hibachi tapenaki tables. They each hold 12, I believe, and can be reserved. So those do need reservations. Nothing else needs reservations for any of the other restaurants. So that is a new concept for Secrets. The Meraki restaurant, kind of fusion Asian and Mediterranean menu. So right over here is Coco Cafe. That again is where you can grab your coffee, open 24/7, cappuccinos. You can get a little light snack, ice cream. It's nicely located here, so in the evening too, if you want to grab some ice cream or coffee, you can. And so spinning around here, this is the theater. You can see here Meraki has the outdoor seating too, right off by the theater. So if you want to have a later dinner, the show starts, I believe, 9. You can sit out here and even watch the show while you're having dinner. There's a different show every evening out here in the theater, every day of the week, I should say. There's 7 different shows. So, and right off the theater, you have the Showtime bar. So you've got the bar, the theater, and then right across there, you can see where the lobby bar is. So everything's really close here. So now if we walk down this way, I'm going to show you the sports bar is also located over here. So besides the 6 a la carte restaurants, there is the sports bar, which is open. It's open the latest until 1 a.m. The lobby bar is open till 12 midnight. So the sports bar is great if you want a late night snack, want to come in and watch a game, you want some air conditioning, because a lot of, the other areas are open air. So let's just see if we can pop in here too. Sure. Yeah, they're all kind of dark, but you kind of get the idea. So here we are in the sports bar. They've got some pool tables. And like I said, they do have a DJ that sets up in here too later in the evening. So it kind of turns into a little bit of a club atmosphere. So that's great for a late night snack. The mozzarella sticks are tasty. So on this side, like, I don't know if I mentioned it, but the buildings are just basically two long perpendicular buildings to the ocean. They're all kind of connecting, which is nice. If it's raining, you can walk between the buildings to get up to the lobby area and the restaurants that are up there. So on this side, we saw the 2 a la carte restaurants, the theater, the sports bar, and then on the other side, when we come back around, I'll show you the other a la carte restaurants. So the a la carte restaurants are the ones that are open in the evening for dinner, no reservations except for those show tables at the Meraki restaurant. There's another a la carte restaurant that is new to the Secrets brand at this resort, and I'll show it to you on the other side. We ate there in this room. It was kind of a special room. It was so beautiful, and the food is really good. When we go up there, I'll show you, but it's called Tierra, and the skirt steak there is amazing. So here, the room buildings start on this side. And if you can see, these are swim-up rooms, really nice. I will point out some differences in the swim-up rooms. These are the regular, not preferred club swim-up rooms. So they've got, about maybe 8 to 10 rooms here that kind of share that pool. The buildings here there's like 4 levels, 4 stories, I guess. Because in the Dominican Republic, the buildings can't be taller than the palm trees. So I think 4 is pretty much as high as any of the buildings go. Hey Jennifer, there's some great swim ups here. You guys are gonna like these. I'm gonna highlight those for you. Colleen, have you been to this resort before? It's a really good one. And hey Wynn, I'm glad you're tuning in. So anyway, as you can see, the grounds are really pretty. I mean, look how tropical they are, even though this resort just opened in January. So I think, it's just only gonna get more beautiful. Probably gonna get a little wind out here, but I did want to take you down through the middle of the property so you can kind of see it's not a far walk at all to get to the first pool. So as you can see too, though, the room buildings on that side start right there as well, go down straight all the way to the beach, and I'll show you where the preferred club buildings start. So preferred club rooms are in the front of the resort, and then that side where I just showed you where they started here, all the rooms. But I will point out specifically where the preferred club rooms start so you'll know. You don't have to upgrade to preferred club here. It's a great resort. There are a few benefits, and I'll highlight some of those as we go. One being, you already saw the preferred club lounge. Well, like I said, there are 3. The 2 are smaller in the room buildings up here, but that's a nice perk. Also, having a butler is a nice perk. Basically, anything you need, your butler will take care of. So this is the first pool. This pool is the quiet pool. So as you can see, it's not crowded yet. It is 10 a.m. here, or a little after 10 a.m. here. The swim-up bars open at 10 a.m. The pools do open earlier, but usually I think they say 8. I've seen people in them earlier than that. If you have a swim-up, of course, you could be in it earlier. So really nice that, the quiet bar here has its own swim-up bar, drink service, and then just gonna walk down this way too. You can see there's lots of umbrellas, lots of shade. Even though it is a new resort, sometimes new resorts just, obviously the palm trees aren't as large, haven't developed as much, so there's not going to be as much shade as a really, an older developed resort. But I think this one is really nice considering how new it is. So, and the gardens are really pretty. So here, as you can see, more swim ups, and then the partial ocean view rooms sit back here. And then also, as we move up, I can show you. So when you see the black on the building there, on the lower part of the building, that's where Preferred Club starts. So they are closer up towards the ocean. We've got the towel hut here where you can grab your towels. No towel cards. You can take as many towels as you need.
Good morning, Miss. How are you?
So just walking up here. It is a beautiful day today. I mean, we have definitely had the rain, but today it looks like it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. So I toured 5 resorts yesterday, one in the evening even, and got to tour the other 2 Secrets properties too. So I've stayed at Secrets Cap Cana, but touring Secrets Cap Cana again, and then going to Secrets Royal Beach, and then here it's really nice to be able to compare all 3 properties to help you guys, help my clients decide. So what I wanted to point out here, you can see this is the Preferred Club buildings. The Preferred Club swim ups here are like 2 per section. So, and we can see it a little bit better up here. So basically it's almost like a semi-private pool instead of, a long line of swim ups. In fact, I'm just gonna walk over here. I don't think anybody's in these. So, very nice setup, right? Like just the 2 rooms, like sharing that pool. It's really different for swim ups. A lot of them, it's a long line of rooms sharing the pool. So that's kind of nice. They can have more of a private feel. And then even on the outside, these rooms are all facing interior. There are rooms that face the exterior too, and those are definitely more private because there's nobody like walking by on that side. And the foliage is actually really nice, and they're really tropical and pretty. Okay, so what else we have here to show you? Got the little chessboard all set up, which is nice. And then this is just kind of another section of the quiet pool, just another little area here. Everybody can use this pool. The quiet pool you saw before, this pool is for everyone. You don't have to have Preferred Club. You like those swim up rooms? Aren't they nice, guys? I like those too. Especially this time of year. Now, I would say like December, January, I don't think the swim up rooms are that awesome because a lot of times they're shaded and the water is cooler. So I usually tell clients, if you don't like your water cool, you might not use your swim up pool that much if you're coming in the winter. But this time of year, they are perfect. You can stay in them later at night. Just very nice. Okay, so right here we have the main pool. So this is the pool where all the activities take place. And there are activities going on pretty much all during the day. So they'll have, in the morning, they do like a stand-up paddleboard yoga. Later in the day, they'll do some aqua aerobics. They have some fun pool games going on. Beach volleyball, some more artsy kind of things going on, as far as like hat painting and oh my gosh, like blanking on them, but necklace making. So they have some fun activities like that going on. So got all umbrellas, some little bolly beds here. Nothing's an extra charge right here. Like this is all first come, first serve. I love the chairs in the pool. Those are always really nice and popular. They do have a DJ during the day at this pool. So it's gets a little louder and lively. Of course, another swim up bar. So this pool is oceanfront. You can see the beach right there and the ocean in the background. It's yellow flag today. So good swimming. So now we head over here. This is the other side of the pool bar called Sugar Reef. And we have a couple more of the couple more of the a la carte restaurants. So for dinner, you have Seaside Grill. This is actually open for lunch too for everyone, which is a little bit different than most Secrets resorts. So it is a sit-down restaurant open for lunch for everyone. And then Seaside Grill is a seafood restaurant that's available for everyone for dinner. No reservation required. Like I said, there were 2 restaurants here. Oceanfront, Seaside's one of them. Oceana here that is directly oceanfront is the other one. Oceana is the restaurant that is open also for Preferred Club for breakfast and lunch. So if you're in a Preferred Club room, you can have breakfast here at Seaside. If you're not, the buffet is a great breakfast option. The buffet is really nice, lots of great options, stations for omelets and other items. So you can see what a pretty setting, right? For breakfast and lunch out here for Preferred Club, and then for everyone for dinner. Okay, so I'm gonna also take you guys around here and show you the little Barefoot Grill. The Barefoot Grill is open all during the day for snacks. Again, for anyone. This is like your late afternoon kind of snack place over here. Doing a little cleaning up over here, but and then things down. But anyway, that's where you can get your burgers and hot dogs and nachos and chicken wings and stuff like that. So for snacks during the day. And they must be building something here. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Something's going on there. I think it's some more shade, possibly. Look at this little venue right here for weddings. Isn't this pretty? What a setting right there, right? Okay, so this is the beach section here. This is for everyone. And then this section beach service. So they will come and bring this for you. Or you can walk the few steps up here to the Sugar Reef Bar and grab your own. And while we're down here, you can see, I mean, the water is really pretty. The sand is really soft and golden. It's a good walking beach too, running beach. I run on it each morning. It's really nice. You can go pretty far, depending on the tide. There are some places where the tide gets pretty close up and it's a little hard to pass sometimes when it's higher tide. But otherwise you can, I think this beach actually is like a 4 or 5 mile stretch of beach, so it's long. Okay. Let's cruise down here. You can see it's infinity edge pool, which I love an infinity edge pool. We'll just hang out there, stare out at the beach and the ocean all day long. Perfect. Over here, we've got the beach volleyball. There was a pretty intense game going on yesterday when we got back from doing our tours. I was checking out. People were having a great time over there playing beach volleyball. Got a lifeguard here, keeping everybody safe. And then cruising over here, we've got the DJ set up. Got the activity team getting ready. Looks like they've got something going on. Hello, hola. Hola, all right. What are we doing today? We got some dance lessons or anything? Oh, all right. Dance lessons later, guys. So that's all. Like I said, there's stuff going on all day. The entertainment team is great, trying to get everybody involved and doing stuff. So this is the Preferred Club pool. That's just for guests staying in the Preferred Club. So it, you can, hang out at this end and then you hear all the music. Towards the other end, it's a little quieter. So it's a good, I think it's a great Preferred Club pool, honestly, because it's oceanfront too. It's big. Some Preferred Club pools are not this large. I like this option here a lot. So there also is the Preferred Club, or is the swim-up bar at the end of this pool too. I love all the little cute chairs, seats. These are all first come, first serve, so there's no extra charge for these. There are a few cabanas on the beach that do have an extra charge. So this section of the beach here now is the preferred section, so you need to be in a Preferred Club room to stay in this section or to hang out in this section on the beach, but it's the exact same as the section over there. No different. Okay, so when we were talking about the differences, being in a preferred club room, obviously location, you're in buildings closer to the beach. The rooms are exactly the same, okay? So the decor looks a little different, but it's the same size room, same room. Except for if you're like in a master suite or something, but all the junior suites, the majority of the rooms are the same room. So with Preferred Club though, you get access to this pool, you get access to the Preferred Club lounges and your butler. All right, cruising over this way, I see some people I know. Some of my travel agent friends are out there enjoying themselves as I am doing this live. So, hello ladies, are you having a good time? Say yes, I'm having a good time. Okay. All right. So they are, this is everybody, most people are leaving today. This is last night was our last night and people are leaving. Some of us are going over to another property. So me and 4 others are headed over to another property. I think those ladies are all leaving. So they're just enjoying their last few hours here before they head to the airport. Isn't that awesome? So again, here is Preferred Club Beach, right in front of the Preferred Club pool and the Preferred Club swim up bar. So over here, they sometimes do set up food or some snacks for the Preferred Club area. And there are a couple activities usually during the day that are just for Preferred Club. In fact, right here, right now, I think they're doing Spanish lessons. So Spanish lessons right here at the Preferred Club pool this morning. You've got a ping pong table. This is also the water sports hut. So you can inquire there about doing, just different excursions, water sport excursions, if you don't arrange something ahead of time. Sometimes you want to wait and see what the weather's going to be like before you arrange something. So they're right here on property and make it super easy. Little cloud there, that feels actually really good because it is hot. So looking here, we've got some of the oceanfront rooms, some of the oceanfront master suites, oceanfront swim outs, and just oceanfront junior suites here too, right in the front of the building, right by the Preferred Club too, which is really nice because those are Preferred Club rooms. So right by the Preferred Club pool. What do you guys think? The resort so far, do you like it? The staff is really wonderful here too. I feel like now, we're about 10 months into it being open, so the kinks are worked out. The service is really good. It's just been really nice. So the Oceanfront Masters, these swim ups, I don't know if that seat's kind of flipped up, but it's like a double wide there. So this whole thing is one room on the bottom floor, and then the top floor, the floors above it are all one room too. So it's a room with a bedroom with a attached living area, very nice big extra wide deck. All the Preferred Club rooms that aren't swim outs also have a jacuzzi tub on their balcony, which you do not have if you're not in a Preferred Club room. So that's the difference too between the rooms, really. It's pretty quiet out here. Like I said, it's early. Here again are those swim outs with just 2 per building, which is nice. So still Preferred Club building here. These are all Preferred Club rooms. Preferred Club Ocean View, partial Ocean View, and your Preferred Club swim ups are all right in these buildings here. So I'm in just a junior suite, partial Ocean View, which is located right behind these Preferred Club buildings, and I have just a little bit of an ocean view, but it's still a beautiful view. Facing the interior of the resort with the pools, and then a tad of an ocean view. We've got some hot tubs sprinkled around. They're not very hot. Most of them in the Caribbean are not, but they're nice. All right, so we're gonna just walk this way. I'm gonna show you now one of the other preferred club lounges that's located here by the pools and by the rooms. So these are kind of nice if you need to just stop in and get a beverage or something closer to your room. There's one on each side. The one I'm going to show you here is the larger of the two that are up front. Not nearly as large as the one that I showed you by the lobby, but still like a nice size, a good meeting spot maybe if you're with other couples, like before you go to dinner. Okay, so again, now here are the non-preferred club swim ups, and you can see how there's probably about 8 that share that area. Now, if you're here with friends and you want to have swim ups by each other, that can be requested. It's not going to be guaranteed, but it can be requested. So, especially, you know, if you say, hey, we want to at least be in that same building where we can all have access to that same pool. You can always put in requests. Put in requests for, you know, floors or building, I should say, like levels or buildings, one side of the resort or the other. We can always put in requests like that too. So now let's, like I said, I'm just going to show you this other preferred club lounge that's located right here off of the pools, because this is nice. A lot of resorts don't have multi-preferred club lounges, so it's nice that this one's located here right off the room buildings and closer to the pools. Like I said, it is smaller. I mean, it's definitely smaller, but it's pretty and has some outdoor seating too, which is nice. And then you can get those upgraded alcohol selections here too, and all the beer selections. I checked with them last night. They have, they have all the beer options they mentioned. So I know I have some clients coming in November that were asking about beer options early on. So it's actually one of the better selections I've seen at a resort. All right, so I did just want to peek in there and show you that. The other one on the other side is very, very small, so I'm not going to pop in that one, but you get the idea. Multiple preferred club lounges. The resort kind of seems big, but honestly, if you're just walking straight from the lobby to the beach, I would say it's probably 5 to 7 minute walk, you know, depending on how fast you walk. So it's not a huge property. I think there's a little over 600 rooms. So that's pretty in line with a lot of the Secrets resorts. Kind of, you know, they're usually like what, 5 to 7, 8. I think Secrets Royal Beach is like closer to 800, so it's a little bit larger. But like I said, I toured the other 2 Secrets here in Punta Cana, and then, you know, staying at this one, and I've already stayed at Secrets Cap Cana. So I have a really good feel for the differences in the resorts and can help my clients decide which is the best probably fit for them. A lot of times, you know, pricing comes into play. Secrets Cap Cana tends to price higher. So, and part of that has to do with its location in Cap Cana. There's just not much located there. It's on a beautiful beach called One Yellow Beach, and there are only several resorts on that beach. So it's a little supply and demand going on there. And it does have that like really bright blue water and white sand. Although the sand's kind of hard there. Like this sand is nice and fluffy. That sand's a little hard, but still nice. I mean, a great beach. So now this is obviously, it's set up for something. It is probably going to be an activity, like a painting activity. It might be jewelry making, painting, something, whatever they have going on today. You know, they set them up with tables and umbrellas, and you get notice. There's an app, but then there's also a sheet that you get every night in your room at turn down. So somebody comes down and does turn down service every night. They turn on the TV to this funky station, and they play the music and dim the lights. So it's all ready when you come back from dinner to relax, and you have your sheet for the next day, so you can kind of plan your activities. You can see what the entertainment's going to be and the activities going on during the day. You can see what restaurants are going to be open, because sometimes not every restaurant is open every day. Depends a lot on occupancy levels too. So they may not have every restaurant open. So it's nice to be able to see, and you can always ask the concierge too, or your butler if you're preferred, like what restaurants is going to be closed when, so that you can make sure you don't miss out on something you want to go to or something you might want to do twice in your stay, because you'll probably find a favorite and want to repeat it. The grounds are, I mean, like I said before, they're really pretty, considering it's a very young resort. Okay, so now we're heading back up to the lobby here. I'm just going to show you we're going to walk by where the gym is, where the other two a la carte restaurants are, and the buffet. And one thing I didn't mention, but I checked out this morning, they have 3 beautiful pickleball courts. So you can reserve the pickleball courts by going to the desk, or your butler can do it for you. They have like a person out there, stationed out there by the pickleball courts, where you can sign up for hour slots. I believe it's 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. free of charge. There is a charge if you want to play, I think between like 6 and 8 p.m. I'm not sure why. Maybe that's the most demand. Seems odd to me. But yeah, so you can, and they have the balls and the paddles. I'm sure for the serious pickleball players, they're probably not the most high-end paddles, but they look new and nice. So anyway, I think that is great, because a lot of people ask for pickleball, and to have 3 dedicated, nice pickleball courts is pretty cool. So here we have the gym. So they have a little section on the ground floor here with some weights and a little bit of equipment, but the main part is up on the 2nd level. They don't have an elevator, so that's why they do have some equipment here on this 1st level, but the majority is on the 2nd level. The entrance to the spa is over here as well. It's really pretty, nice kind of boho chic vibe, very serene. This restaurant here is El Patio. This is a staple for all the Secrets. This is the Mexican restaurant. So you can sit outside or inside for El Patio. We ate here our first night and it was very tasty. All right, so next we come up on the Market Cafe, which is the buffet. It is a huge buffet. I'm not gonna walk in because I feel a little awkward walking in with everybody in there, but eating. But it's a really nice spread, and it's not just buffet, like it's made to order items too. If you've been to a Secrets before, it's, a typical Secrets, nice buffet. Good assortment. Made to order items. So indoor, outdoor seating for the buffet. And then the last restaurant up here that I want to show you guys is called Tierra. And this is a new concept too for Secrets. This is the South American, Peruvian kind of fusion mix of a restaurant. And the decor is really pretty. I think I just saw them doing some work in there, but I'm gonna pop in and see maybe if I could show you this. What I really like about this restaurant in Tierra is this little courtyard too that you can sit in. It's really pretty. So they've got the courtyard, and then on each side, really cool decor. I really like this restaurant a lot. And this is the place where if you come, you have to get the skirt steak. I'm not even a huge steak eater, but it was tasty. And everybody that got it loved it. So here it is. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you. They're in here working on it. But this is where we had dinner 2 nights ago. This table is gorgeous, and this room at night is spectacular. But it looks like they're doing a little bit of work on it. So I think that one seats up to 10, and you can reserve it with your butler, or we could reserve it ahead of time, and there's no extra charge. So it's just it's like a private room, but no extra charge. Some of the other experiences where you've eaten a wine cellar or whatever, Bordeaux, there is an extra charge. So I like that they have a few options like that here, where they're kind of special little nooks, but no extra charge for that. So, this is an all-inclusive resort. So, all your food, your drinks, the activities, everything's included. unless you order like a bottle of wine or you get a spa treatment, you can walk out of here with a zero bill. You know, everything's paid. You know, you pay for your one-time all-inclusive charge up front. Of course, bring some money to tip your servers, your butler, if you have one. You will realize how hard they work. And even though tips aren't required, I mean, you will want to tip. So I always I give my clients guidelines on tipping. Again, not required, but you will want to. I think we covered it, guys. We are back to the lobby. So I'm gonna go join my friends. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you love the resort. If you want to talk about this Secrets property or you know, any other property here in the DR or elsewhere, I would love to help you guys find the perfect resort for you, because not every resort is perfect for everyone, but there is a resort for everyone. So thanks for tuning in. I am headed over to Live Aqua Punta Cana, and I will be doing another live from Live Aqua Punta Cana probably in 2 days. So stay tuned for that and for some other social media posts from there. Thanks, guys.